Yeah, hit it your way. Your way's good. A lot of people from that back ball position can't get the club through enough. You're good.
Okay.
You don't need it more forward. Hey, bump. Go.
It's just, I don't understand. Because I would never be comfortable over this shot before today. And
So what's the difference though?
I don't know.
See, I don't like that.
Like I said, I really feel like the difference for me is that I think it's just the confidence, like knowing that my technique's good enough to do that.
I think you're just what you've said though. It's like, I don't think you've given yourself permission to be this handsy.
Right, exactly.
I ain't going wide from here.
Yeah, I think that's what it is for me. It's like, man, if I'm cool doing that, like I said, for a long time I would try and hit these like almost soft elbow, like these big like.
Yeah, so then there's no leverage there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So this gives me, and there's a lot of spots like we have, kind of like this hard packed area, like where people drive their carts. So like I'm playing it off the cart path, basically a mud packed cart path. I'm like, how am I gonna hit this shot?
Yeah. No, do what you're doing here. The hand action is very appropriate.
Oh.
So then what you'll know exactly, lots of spin.
So is that just friction that kept that ball down like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's just tough to control. And at that point, it'll flight out low and check up. And if it gets grass in between, it flights out high. And it's so like, a lot of times it's a dice roll and trajectory. But you gotta take care, so that we need to hit a little fatter.
Okay.
You need to let
that's the one.
Hit the gun a little sooner.
So I'm glad we saw a couple of those.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, so you gotta, for that shot, you gotta let the shaft go more of that.
So I'll be on, like watching your video with Trotty, got me throwing the shaft out sooner probably. I think that alone helped a lot anyways.
I think that is, honestly. There you go. Because that's the thing, it's like, dude, you can thump that hand right there.
Yeah, because I always hear people talk about that, you know, oh yeah, you build it in that safety net or whatever you want to call it, but I'm like, I don't know if I don't feel like I'm hitting that far behind the ball, but I definitely feel like I'm hitting the ground pretty hard.
The dumb thing there is they talk about the safety net off a lie like this.
Right.
It's like, sure, I could hit back there.
Of course.
But like, that's not reasonable.
Yeah, it's almost.
But from here, it's like, I'm just trying to hit the ground slightly before the ball.
Right.
Just like you're doing. Which you'll hear that on TV, which is not true. It's like, oh, he's just picking it clean. It's like, no, I'm not. I'm hammering the ground hard.
Right.
I'm absolutely hammering that ground. That's like as bad as I can do, right? That was this off contact, off everything, but like, that's why we work on it.
Yeah, I'd say from this lie, if I had this, like, this is my approach shot ended up here, I would just be happy hitting this like 15 feet, but now I'm like, yeah, but, and like we're talking, if there was a bunker here, I'd be like, yeah.
Pull out your phone and watch this.
See, that one I feel like I hit it behind the ball too much.
Yeah, do that. There you go. Those are the ones that spin.
So that's like the one where it's like, there's not anything I could do. If that's just the friction, the contact's really good, it's going to make the ball fly a little lower. And there's nothing different in the technique there. It's just the friction between the grass and the ball, or the club and the ball.
Yep. Friction environment. Yeah, good. So that's what I was trying to do there. I was trying to stick it more. So that's what you would do. And if the lies work, the worse the lie, like if it's sitting, like we'll just say it's in here. So okay, so I can get that toe just more down in there.
Uh-huh.
Same concept. Same concept. Weasel that toe in there. Still trying to get that toe right. No. Juice.
So that's just dirt.
So then it's going a little more ulnar, yep. It's going a little more ulnar, yep. There you go. Same concept though. Whoa, juicy goose.
Oh.
Whoa, holy hickamon. Dude, that's
wow. Yeah.
So if you have that shot, then you have.
Right.
Because what'll happen is like, so then if the lie's like so-so, I'd still treat it like you just did. That's just building in.
Yes, that's good. So this one right here, I'm not trying to hit like my stock. Let's say
you can, sure.
So I think that's a lot of the part of it is process for me. I'm like, okay, what shot is like, to me, I feel like if I can hit a stock shot, I should hit a stock shot, right?
I'm always trying.
So if I'm going, we're probably what, 9 paces edge of the green there.
Yeah.
If I go my niner, my niner at 49er.
Yeah, that was nice. I like that.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. So that one there, if that's your stock, it's too wristy.
Okay.
First stock. So you got to get back to that, like,
turn.
a little bit. Get that turn through going. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I almost feel like I'm pressing the ulnar down as I'm taking that club back. It's like locking it in.
Exactly. So that's the kind of the thing. So that one on hack motion, it's funny. I can make my wrist do like nothing. And then for a lot, there you go. So that's the stock flight. The one before had this, it had that down cock.
Okay, I got you.
That'd be my guess where you might struggle is if you do down cock it and you get too much lag in your short game, then your contact's gonna suck.
Yeah, that's my issue with the full swing too, is I get really down cocky.
That's the right move, Julian.
Might have been a little farther back in my stance, maybe.
Yeah, and even that one, yeah, so for you, I'm okay with you feeling just very little wrist.
Okay.
For your stock shot only. So I don't mind that feeling for you. For most people, I hate it.
Yeah, if it's pretty tight like this,
then I would take care of the ground.
Okay, so that's good to know. So this one I'm thinking I want to go stock, but I should probably be thinking about getting the ground first
I'd
here.
Probably go stock.
It's like right in between.
I'd go stock to the back left. I'd go stock to the middle.
Okay.
I'd go ground first to the pin right.
Gotcha. That's huge for me right there. That makes a big.
It's like, okay, I've got enough room to flight it low. I don't have enough room to flight low to the front.
Ooh, first one.
Yep, sure. So you tell me, what are you gonna do here? Stock or?
So this is gonna be take care of the ground first.
Okay.
Hopefully.
So usually when people have the ball back and they try to go ground first, they will tend to dig. That's why I set the ball forward.
Okay.
Where it makes their radius less deep, but you're okay where you're at, so I'm not seeing enough evidence to change.
Ah, interesting there.
Yeah, now we're seeing it.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Like, it's like it can look good and the technique can look good, and then all of a sudden it's like, what just happened, right? I just might need to.
Also, this is what I would do too. Like, I'm a big, I'll get in here and I'll test it here. And then I'm also like, okay, don't, like, making sure I don't dig.
Right.
Let's see what this 6 do. What this 6. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, okay,
that's nasty.
Yeah. So do a few rehearsals where, so do that again. Hold it here. Yeah. Might it feel kind of like this? Now again, don't throw it early, but I want it to feel like it's almost.
Gotcha.
Almost leaned back so that we just don't use the leading edge at all. That's it. Like, that needs to be your miss before a dig in. That's just hammering the ground, sending the ball to the sky. Nice, dude.
Going. Oh.
Got some shoes.
Too much cut.
That's it.
Too much cut spin there. Yeah, I think I still tend to push like radial a lot there too. I gotta really feel like I'm getting the toe down more in these when I set up these.
Yeah, because I'll see that too, right? And that's the thing when I set ulnar, right? That sets my wrist long, so that when I set ulnar and I throw back to ulnar hard, like it's maxed out,
right?
Where that ain't gonna go deep.
Exactly.
Where if I set more radial, I can throw it.
Yeah, you can go way deep.
Like, I still feel like with that, like it's never gonna go too much. So even if it was wet and softer, I could still do that if my radius wasn't too deep. You see? Yeah. Like that.
I'll take that.
A little smoother, softer, a little lighter grip pressure. Yeah, that's it. There you go. And that's what you notice. I'll do that a lot. We just did it. Let me see. Yeah, I'll do that a lot. I won't even notice it. But I'll hit one. Watch how my club does after the shot. But it makes a lot of sense. I don't try to do it actually. I never tried to. But I'll holster it right away. I'll just go like straight to like.
Yeah, and it's already sitting there. Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm just letting it.
Yeah, it's kind of what it feels like. It's just like.
It's like.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of what I feel like too. And I think that's one of the things I was struggling with before is I was almost trying to, you know, I don't like, I've heard people or like some other short game guys talk about like catching the momentum and like carrying it through with your body. But this one, I feel like I'm just like,
it's all hands, dude.
Yeah, I'm throwing it so much harder past my body.
Not to turn actually. If exactly. You turn, then you can drag the handle. I need less turn.
Yeah, so my stock, I need more turn, and my ground first, I need less turn. Correct. Yeah, so less turn, more wrists.
Yeah.
Bunker, less turn, more wrists.
Yes, there we go.
That's still good. It just
no, exactly. It's just too powerful.
Yeah,
it's strong, dude.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, if I can start working on these, like if I can make contact like that, I can start calibrating it.
So then so do one like this, right? Go, like let's just go. I don't know, 5 steps. So hit one where it's like, watch how slow this is.
Yeah.
Lots of trust in the ground. Really relax. Just hit one nowhere.
So when you're doing your I call it Kobe drill because I'm from LA.
Yeah.
But the Kobe drill. You're hitting your stock, and then you're also doing your high ones too.
And mix in some high ones. It's just, honestly, I'm just doing a lot of stock.
Okay, cool. That's what I thought.
It's a lot of stock. It's kind of all of it with 60.
Right.
I do like 5, 7, 9 then with all my clubs.
Okay.
Because I might use like, you know, if I was gonna, I love that. I'd do a couple more like that. If I was gonna go that back left pin, I'd probably hit pitching wedge.
I'm glad you brought that up because that's another thing
But that's a long-term thing.
Right. But I'm like, dude, I don't know what club I'd hit back. Like, I would maybe hit a stock. Like, if I was going to the back pin, I don't know if I could get this up and down very often because I'd probably hit a stock that was like, I don't even know where I'd want to land it.
You have to fly like so far, and then you're banking on spin and trad.
Yeah.
Trad isn't good. Yeah, do that again. Even do that short one again. This will let you know if you down cock it.
That's awesome.
Like, don't be that mean to
that's what I was just gonna say. I'm trying to give myself the nastiest lies because if I can get out of these, I'm like.
No, I agree, but like, let's just do like 2 more where you're just hitting it like that far. Super relaxing.
That was okay there.
That was great. Yeah, do the same thing.
Felt a little rushed.
That was okay. Yeah, for you, I want to slow you down and soften you up. So just do a couple what feels like your rehearsals. Yeah, grip it.
Yeah, I barely feel like I'm holding on to that club.
Yeah, that's it. And you'll still kind of go like this. You'll go.
I got you. I see.
I want it just to feel like.
Okay, perfect.
Just all wrist. I don't want that like float load almost. There you go. Yeah, that's it. Wrist. There you go. That's the right move. Do it again. That's the right move. Yeah, that float load will get you too deep at times. And so at that point, you can't get the shaft. You can't release the shaft out. It's like
I spent a couple years of my career trying to float load the club. Like, I worked under Greg McCatton for a couple years. I mean, Greg's a legend. He's awesome, but it pretty much destroyed every part of my game. Yeah, golf machine. I was like.
Yeah, right. So for like the average person,
lag is like love. Right. Yeah, right.
But yeah.
Lag is like love. You can never have too much. That's the.
Yeah, and I like. For the average person, I wouldn't disagree, but for the good player. Yeah, keep doing this. So this is good. I want it softer. Give yourself a little bit better life for now so you can work on it. Risky. Yeah, let's go like right up. So not even. Just like there. Heel up, get it ulnar. Get that toe under there. Yeah, there you go. That's the set. There you go. So I need more of that ulnar heel up setup. Just that toe can really work under the ball clean. That's it. Yeah, and it's super set. So this is kind of where I'd start you hitting like 5 yards, little ground firsters. That's it. So for you, it's going to be easy to add power. It's going to be tough to take power away. Too strong. Yeah. Okay, so now try to hit that ball on the green. Now just add a little bit more.
Oh.
Let's go again. That was actually closer to right than left.
Yeah, I was going to say that, but I might have had too good of a lie. Yeah.
Exactly. There you go. Yeah, so for you, I'd work short to long.
Okay.
I'd work on like the 5 and 7 yarders to soften you up. Yeah.
Oh, that's too good.
Nah, these are great. Soft bad lies will be even better. Let's do one more here. And then we'll talk a little bit about club selection. Yeah. Just some long-term options, really. Oh, nice, dude. It's like, yeah, now, so if you're going to go that back pin.
That back left one?
Yeah.
Off a decent lie or like something like that?
Let's go great lie. So let's go even one where it's not even thinking like we would need to.
Okay.
Yeah, so then if you went to that back pin, what would you do?
I mean, I try and be going stock.
Yep.
And to me, I feel like I'm landing it. There's like those 2 yellow balls right here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to land it kind of right in between those.
Yeah.
So it's going to come. I mean, one of the issues I was kind of having before was it would, they'd either check up and stop too much or they release too much. So I think we just knew.
That's why I would never use.
Because it's a little bit on an upslope. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Unless I was going to fly it like.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, because I see if I.
I'm not trying to launch it that low.
Yeah.
Because like it may, sometimes it might spin, sometimes it might not.
Right. How far do you, what's that, like probably 25?
Yeah, it's probably 20-ish.
Yeah, so we'll hit one just for the hell of it, but.
Yeah, do it. I don't mind. Short term, I don't mind this. Like, I like that short term.
Yeah, like that's where.
Very good short term.
Yeah, but I can see it
but
spins left hard. And
yeah, so.
Off that slope.
Terrain, and our green kind of stinks. So like, I would go, I don't know, 10 steps here, stock pitching wedge.
Okay.
And then just like. Let it roll. But
Yeah, a lot of times.
This is a long-term mentality. I'm always doing the least amount of work.
Right, I agree with that. A lot of times when I go lower, like I pretty much will only go pitchy wedge and lob wedge for most of my shots, but sometimes the pitchy wedge comes off so much hotter and.
Get on through there.
That was gonna be pretty sick.
Yeah, so at that point it's just like, and I'm just good with just pitching wedge. I practice it a lot.
Right.
But now I'm just flying it close to the. It's guaranteed to not check up ever.
Right.
So then it's like, oh, easy money. But now there are times too where like, okay, if the greens are inconsistent like that,
You might fly it all the way back there.
exactly right.
Yeah.
'Cause at that point, that's the easier shot.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm always trying to do what's easier. If the greens are pure, if my touch is good.
So technique's really the same as a stock.
Yeah, so
it's just.
here I don't mind softer elbows,
Okay.
chip putty if you would. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
And then for you, for you with your
You're gonna
driving,
soften that.
It might even be your
Gap wedge. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
But yeah, learn to hit this one though, just for fun. Because I use the shot a lot. Because then again, it just won't check up.
Yeah, that one
There's
checked a
value.
little.
When I go play tournaments, I'm trying to usually not spin the ball.
Yeah,
or
I'd be
just spin
so
it.
stoked with that shot right there.
Yeah, totally. So this would be like leg chipping at its finest.
Right.
Because throwing a 60 back there it's a lot of work.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like I said, I think I have really good touch, like lag putting, and I don't take practice strokes. I don't practice my putting. It's just like I just hit the ball pretty close to the hole all the time. But these shots, I'm like, man, this should be
so
easy,
then you
right?
Do the 24 ball drill and mix in these. Because I'm really good. There you go. I'm really good at hitting my spots with every club up into 60.
Okay, I
now,
got you.
I don't practice like this one to 15 yards a lot.
Right.
At that point,
It's a long.
If I pitching wedge 15 yards, it's probably like a 40-yard shot. There you go.
Yeah, I can do that. Cool. Oh, yeah, it might be gap wedge.
Yeah, I think for as
drivey as it is.
If I'm ever between, I'm never taking a club that brings in the front of the green. So if I am between, I would go.
You're gonna go 5 yards farther.
Yeah, exactly.
And try a couple with the gap wedge.
Yep, 100 times.
Now, all the high ones that you're hitting off these tough lies, it's always lob wedge most of the time?
Always.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Unless I had to hit a cut spinner further, but it's just so rare. Like if I had to cut one up to that back pin, I might go 55 there. There you go.
So I like that. Oh, see, it hit the upslope, but
good.
So land a little shorter.
Good. There you go. Yeah, then this would be kind of that stock, but it's not as much, especially with pitching wedge, it's not as much like this way, like this.
Right.
This, strong, straight. It's like kind of softish.
Yeah, I like this a lot. A little high. Oh,
it's
a soft spot.
Yeah, exactly. This green's so huge. Such a
yeah, it came off a little higher, but
oh, real good.
go ahead.
Get in there.
Oh.
Yo!
Cool.